Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. So we're going to do our game predictions again. So last week I went 9-5, so now my overall record for these past 2 weeks is 17-10.
I also went 9-5 this past week, and my overall record, but I went 9-4 the week before, so I'm 18-9.
Alright.
Alright,
I'm
so
close.
I got
I'm
a game
close.
over you, KP. Let's go.
Alright. So Dom, how'd you do in predictions for all the Thanksgiving games?
I got all three of them right. For the Vikings-Lions game, I predicted the Vikings 23 and the Lions 20 in overtime.
Overtime?
I mean, I thought it was going to be a good game because, honestly, Detroit has a good defense. Low-key, underrated defense.
Case Keenum.
Yeah, and the Lions won last year, so
Yeah.
and then the Chargers game, I had us winning 31-18.
Okay.
Wasn't even like that, but that was based on the status of Tyron Smith if he was going to play. Even though he did play, and also the Cowboys did have momentum because they beat Washington last year, but we ended up pulling out the win. And the Skins game, I had the Skins winning 24-23.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Right.
a lot closer. Yeah, I had predicted all three of those games right too. I had Vikings 31, Lions 17, Chargers 24, Cowboys 21. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I predicted that game was going to be so close, but whatever. And then I had Redskins 35, Giants 10.
Yeah.
So
We're good on that. Those are three for our record this week.
All right, so let's get it started. Get it started with this week now.
All right, so Titans at the Colts. I got the Titans pulling it out 21-14. I mean, I just think they're the better team.
Yeah.
The Colts I think, are a bottom 5 team in the league. So, and the Titans, they're second in the AFC South.
I think.
Are they ahead of the Jags?
They're still first. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm taking them. I obviously like Mariota. Who do you have in this game?
Titans 21, Colts 20. Like you said, Titans are just a better team, and I think the Titans will bounce back after that Thursday night meltdown against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So,
I mean, that was obviously gonna happen.
yeah, your boy Mariota didn't look that good.
His uni did.
Those
unis did. Those were
definitely.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right. Next I got the Bears are playing at Philly. I got Philly just winning 26-17.
Okay.
I think they get a big lead early and just run the ball out.
Yeah. I have the same thing. I have Eagles winning 30-21. Same thing. They'll get a big lead early. The Bears will get some garbage points.
Yeah.
That's how the game's gonna go.
But I do think it'll be interesting to see how, because Jordan Howard is third in the league in rushing yards right now. See how that Philly. I know Philly does have a good defense.
I think
they're top 5.
they have the best rushing defense.
Do they?
They're number 1 in rushing yards per game.
Okay, yeah, I knew they had a top 5. So,
yeah, that is gonna be interesting to see.
We'll see if Jordan Howard can pull some tricks out. Him and Tariq Cohen. But next game, the Panthers playing at the Jets. I got the Panthers winning 19-13.
Okay.
Super Cam pulls it out.
I got an upset in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I got New York pulling one out. I got the Jets 28, Panthers 27. I think the Jets are going to give Cam some trouble. And the problem with Cam Newton is when he's not doing good, he gets so down on himself, and the Panthers just play bad. That's the problem with this team because he's the leader on this team. So when he's down, everyone else is down.
Yeah.
And so I think New York will give them some troubles this week.
New York does have a good secondary, but I don't think it's enough to stop Cam Newton. And Cam Newton and the weapons he has.
The Jets' offense is very underrated as well. Josh McCown is playing very well. Robbie Anderson, Jermaine Kearse are two very underrated receivers. Safarian Jenkins is underrated.
Imagine if he stayed in Tampa Bay with OJ Howard.
Well, Tampa Bay's offense is trash. So.
I don't understand that. All right, next game. Dolphins at the Patriots. Divisional game. I do think Well, the thing, I don't know why, because I said I got the Patriots winning 38-30. I don't know how the Dolphins are going to get to 30 points.
Yeah.
You know, but somehow, some way, I feel like they might, just because things like that in the NFL happen. So
I have it Patriots winning 30-28. So I have the Dolphins scoring a lot too.
Yeah,
Division game.
yeah, exactly.
I think we were both thinking more along the fact that the Patriots defense isn't that good.
But they're playing better.
Yeah, they're playing better, and the Dolphins. You said you think this last week the Seahawks had the most underrated receiving core.
We had a
It's
private
the
conversation.
Miami. It's the Miami Dolphins.
We had a private conversation about
Jarvis
this.
Landry, Devontae Parker, Kenny Stills, Julius Thomas is their tight end. I mean,
Is Vaccaro still on the Saints, or is he?
I don't know.
I think he's
I
still.
don't know.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they're
So-
gonna win that game.
So, but
the
yeah,
Pats are gonna win that game.
right.
Bucks at Falcons. I got the Falcons winning 21-20. Closer game. I think two offenses that have potential. I think, but former MVP pulls it out with the lead. But-
they're upset.
Devontae Freeman is not playing. I'm starting
Tariq Cohen,
or Tevin
Coleman.
Yeah,
That's right.
Tevin Coleman. I started him in fantasy this week. I think he has a good week because it's a change of pace for the Atlanta offense,
Yeah.
which will throw off that defenses. So
Okay. I got Buccaneers pulling off the upset. I got them 21-17. I think the Buccaneers offense is doing a lot better with Fitzpatrick. I can see that they're finally starting to click a little bit. And, you know, the thing with Winston, did you hear the incident with the Uber?
yeah, dude,
The
you can't-
investigation.
I-
I
this
don't know.
man loves getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, but the thing is, how is he not in? All right, we'll save that discussion for another because we're gonna go too deep into that. We got to get to these predictions, but Browns at Bengals, another divisional game. I got the Bengals winning 24-9.
Yeah, I got Bengals 27-7.
Yeah.
Another week, Browns won't
Sorry.
won't get that first win.
No, not yet. This is my first upset. Bills at Arrowhead against the Kansas City Chiefs. I got the Bills winning 23-20. Tyrod Taylor gets the start like he should have gotten last week.
Mhm.
Too bad, so sad. Gets the
You're
upset.
just saying that because they played the Chargers.
I'm gonna say it. Gets the upset at Arrowhead. I've been saying this all year. When Alex Smith plays well early in the season, but once it starts to get cold, he does not play as well.
Mhm.
And when you're stacking up, I think the Bills, like their secondary, has enough talent, like with Tre'Davious White, who's playing great as a rookie, by the way, can play a good enough defense to slow down a Chiefs offense that hasn't been clicking. How are they on a 4-game losing streak? Or for the last
They've
5?
lost 5 of their last 6.
Say 5, yeah. So there's no momentum on
Or
their
no,
side.
it's 4 of their last 5.
5, yeah.
Because they're 6-4.
Yeah. So there's no momentum. I think the Bills getting upset.
Right. I have the Bills winning 27-24. I wouldn't even say that this is an upset, honestly. The way the Chiefs have been playing recently. And I think the Chiefs' rushing defense is horrible.
Yeah.
And I think Shady is going to run all over them today.
Yeah.
So I got Bills.
Shady gonna cut all
I
that.
got Bills 27, Chiefs 24.
Yeah. Next game, Seahawks at the 49ers. Even though it's in
San Fran.
San Fran, I got the Seahawks winning 30-20. More Russell Wilson magic. Give me some fantasy points. Best fantasy quarterback I could have chosen this season. Just saying.
Whatever. But I got Seahawks 31, 49ers 17. Even with Cam and Sherman out, I think the 49ers offense doesn't have enough to really pick apart that defense, I should say.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for them to start Garoppolo. When do they start
They
Garoppolo?
said they're not going to start him
Why?
because they, like, what if he gets hurt?
Then you can draft a quarterback.
But that's you have one.
But
and
they
you
need
know.
to see how he is. Because they're just right now they're just relying on the fact that he's going to be good as everyone says, but you need to see if he's actually like for real. So that because if
Okay, then play him against a team that doesn't have like a top like caliber defense because you don't want the risk. I understand what you're saying. Like you do need to be able to see what he can do, but you don't put him up against one that will give him the best potential to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, where's their season going? Nowhere.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
They might as well just start him for the rest of the year. I mean, yeah, like if he gets hurt, then that's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
But you got to see how this kid's gonna play.
Okay, playing for a half.
Yeah,
You-
playing
you-
for a
yeah,
half.
okay, yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta,
yeah, yeah.
you just have to like see what he's like.
I agree.
Because if he's not as good as everyone thinks he's going to be, then you can just keep him as a backup and draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't
Josh
know.
Rosen just might move up north a little bit.
They go Sam Darnold.
All right, KB. Now with what I believe, and I think you agree with me, is the game of the week.
Oh yeah.
The New Orleans Saints against them Los Angeles Rams. All right, the Rams are coming off a tough loss last week. Only scored 7 points that high.
So good.
Yeah, to Minnesota. But I got them winning this week, 31-28, pulling out a close one. On the road. Or at home, excuse me. At home, excuse me. Yeah. So,
I got them winning as well. I have it 41-38. I think this is going to be an offensive game.
oh, yeah, definitely.
Saints should have lost last week. Like, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah. Again.
Like you said, Rams
Yeah.
lost last week, but I think they'll bounce back this week. I think the offense will.
Yeah.
They'll get it together this week, and this is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm excited to watch that game.
Next game, we got the Jags at the Cardinals. I got the Jags winning 20-14. I think just the way the Jags, just like the Chargers, are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Cardinals, one of the opposite,
Right.
not playing good football. So, is Bruce Arians going to get fired?
He should.
Damn.
He should. So, I mean, someone's got to be fired on that team.
Yeah. But yeah, the Jags are going to win that game.
I got Jags winning as well, 35-10. Hopefully the
35-10.
Hopefully the defense can give me a couple touchdowns because I got them on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, both teams going in opposite directions, and Cardinals just don't have enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry.
Like
I mean,
Larry the legend.
Yeah, he recently just sixth all time.
I
Last
think
week
he's fifth now.
or fifth. Yeah. He was sixth. Now he's fifth. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But next game, another divisional game. One that's important to me is the Broncos at the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling an upset.
What?
With the Broncos beating the Raiders.
What?
What?
You realize
Denver's organization is a mess. John Elway can't find a good quarterback.
So you're saying the Broncos are going to beat the Raiders?
16-13.
You realize the Broncos are starting Paxton Lynch?
Watch him score 16 points.
This is the third quarterback they've started in like the past 3 weeks.
When has he gotten a chance?
I don't think it matters.
That's what I'm just.
There's a reason why he hasn't gotten a chance because obviously at practice they think that Simeon and Osweiler is better than him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the Raiders winning 24-17. The Broncos they're bad.
They are bad. That's why I have an upset. But
that's fine. I mean, I'll take the win for that one.
We'll see.
Maybe that can get our overall record back to even.
Yeah, and then the Packers and the Steelers game
Sunday night.
It would have been if this is another shoulda could. Well, not really actually. If Rodgers wasn't hurt, this could have been an amazing.
This would have been a good game with the way the Steelers secondary has been playing. I would have loved to see how if that secondary was for real or not.
Yeah.
Because this game would have really showed it.
Oh yeah. Without that bad man, I got the Steelers pulling it out at home, 33-18.
I got Steelers winning as well. I got it 34-10. And the Steelers have obviously had their struggles against playing down the competition, but that usually happens when they're on the road.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, when the Steelers play in a nationally televised game,
Oh,
those stars come to play.
and they're usually nationally televised.
Yeah.
So.
So I think the Steelers defense is gonna eat Brett Hundley up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
and dessert.
and
Extra dessert. Thanksgiving, you know?
It's gonna be Thanksgiving all over for the Steelers tonight.
Oh, God. And then the last game, I got the Texans at the Ravens. Texans at Baltimore. I got Baltimore winning 17-13.
Okay.
I hope they don't win. I need them to lose. But I think I'm pulling for them, one, for fantasy, because
Their
I've had their defense has been you've suffered through it.
Yeah.
29 points on them. But
I lost by like 8, so I'm the most unlucky fantasy player in the world, I think.
yeah, possibly. Not me. Yeah, 17-13, they take this game.
Yeah, I got Ravens 21-7. I think the defense is they're just gonna have their ways with the Texans offense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
let's
But
get predictions.
yeah, for sure. So that's what we think's going down this week.